Hi everyone, today we're doing a deep hip flow and we are going to start today sitting in a nice easy seat. So coming to your mat, closing your eyes, connecting to your breath for a few moments here. And taking a big inhale up through your nose, long exhale out the mouth. Coming up onto all fours, moving through a few hip circles, so rolling your hips in big circles here. And reversing sides. And now making a circle with your legs, so lifting your left leg up and back behind you, taking a big circle with your knee. So drawing big circles with your knee, moving nice and slow. And reversing the circles. Coming up and over to the opposite side, so doing big circles with that right leg. And reversing the circles. Coming back into your cat-cow swing, side to side. Keeping that left knee bent and just bringing it out to the side of your body here. So coming into a fire hydrant. Moving through that 6 times. And 6 times up and over on the right side. Releasing out of that, moving side to side, maybe rocking back and forth. Tucking your toes, shifting your hips back, lifting up your knees, coming into a squat at the back of your mat. Keeping that swaying motion going here. Maybe twisting up and over to one side, and then switching and coming up and over to the other side. Walking your hands out to the top of your mat, coming into a downward dog. Making this a wide-legged downward dog, so keeping your feet where you're at, just pedaling out, swaying through your hips. And then bringing your feet back to a normal downward dog, coming into center. Big inhale, right leg lifts up and back down, dog split, bending through the knee, opening up through the hip. Sending that leg to the outer edge of your right hand, bringing down the back knee, really landing in this space. And tucking your back toes, lifting up through your hips and your back knee, coming into a downward dog. Same thing up and over on the other side. Big inhale sweeps your left leg up and back down dog split, bending through the knee, opening up the hip. Left leg glides forward, landing that foot on the outer edge of the hand, dropping down the back knee. And releasing out of that, coming up and back, downward dog. Big inhale, lifts your right leg up and back, down dog split, bending through the knee, opening up the hip. Sending it forward, landing in a pigeon. Taking your time getting into this pigeon, maybe staying up for a while, twisting over to one side and then open to the other. Maybe big inhale, arches through your spine, and landing wherever is nice and comfortable for you. Really breathing into this space, connecting to your breath. And slowly starting to make your way up out of that. Maybe nice gentle twist over to the right. Or opening up over to the left. Eventually pressing down through your palms and making your way up and back into your downward dog. Once you get there, pedaling out through your feet, swaying your hips side to side. Big inhale, left leg lifts up and back, down dog split, bending through the knee, opening up the hip. Taking it forward, pigeon. Exploring on this side as well. Remaining curious with how it feels on this side compared to the other, and trying not to compare the two. Eventually landing yourself in a nice, comfortable space where you can really hone in on your breath. And slowly starting to make your way up out of that. Maybe gentle twist to one side and opening to the other. And pressing down through your palms, lifting everything up and back, downward dog. Walking your hands back to meet your feet, coming into a forward fold, clasping your hands and your elbows together. Gentle sway, rocking motion side to side. Releasing your hands, bringing your feet out, sinking down into a squat. Gentle sway here, noticing the differences from the previous time that we were in this squat. And bring your hands back behind you, coming into a nice easy seat. And getting a bit deeper into our hips, so either just keeping a nice easy cross-legged seat. If you want to go a bit deeper, you can stack your ankles and knees on top of each other. If that's too much, just coming out of it and folding over in a nice easy seat. Finding a good place for you, taking a big inhale, opening up through your chest. Exhale, folding over. Rounding yourself up to center once more, switching the cross of your legs, so coming into the same thing you were just on the opposite side, either crossing the cross of your legs or stacking your knees and your ankles. Big inhale opens you up through your chest. Exhale, folding over. Taking your time, releasing out of that. Make your way back onto your back. Bring your knees with you as you make your way there. Gentle rock and swaying on your spine. To really ground and connect you here. Bringing the right ankle on top of the left knee, grabbing a hold of that left leg. Maybe keeping that rocking motion going here. Keeping the cross of the legs, dropping down the left foot onto the mat, picking your hips up, lifting them over to the right as everything falls over to the left, really pressing that right foot down into the mat. If this is too much, you can come into a nice easy twist. So just crossing the legs and coming into a twist here. And if you're not there already, just coming into that nice easy twist. Releasing out of all of that, coming back to center, centering your hips back on the mat. Picking up the left foot, bringing that ankle to the top of the right knee, grabbing a hold of that right leg. Maybe gentle rock and swaying motion. Bringing the right foot down onto the mat, picking your hips up, shifting them slightly to the left as everything falls over to the right, pressing that left foot down into the mat. Once again, if this is too much, just coming into a nice twist, twisting or crossing through the legs and twisting here. And if you're not there already, just crossing the legs, coming into that twist. And starting to come back to center, releasing out all of that, picking up your hips, bringing them back to the middle of the mat, meeting in happy baby, rocking and swaying here. Bringing the soles of your feet down onto the mat, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, relaxing here for a few breaths. Starting to bring the knees towards center, pressing the feet down onto the mat, and windshield wipering throughout the legs, really taking this nice and slow. Evening things out there, bring your knees into your chest, starting to make your way up to sit, coming into a nice easy seat, closing your eyes once you get there if they're not already. Taking a big inhale, arms float up above your head, planting your palms together, bringing your thumbs into your chest, connecting to your heartbeat. Big inhale up through the nose, long exhale out the mouth. Twice more, just like that. Big inhale, long exhale. And once more, just like that. Big inhale. Nice long exhale. Letting everything settle for a moment. and opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.